All right. So this story that I want to read to you guys is really cool because I kind of feel like it can help us where we're at today as a collective. And you guys can hear me now, right? Yeah. Okay. So find a place where you're seated or find a place where you want to lay down and listen to this cute little story about apple juice. It's from the book How to See by Thich Nhat Hanh. And it's just a short little cute little passage. And if you've ever known anything about Thich Nhat Hanh, he kind of brought in Buddhism to the West. He's in his older age now and he lives in France. And I just love to read some of his things. So this one is about apple juice. And I feel like it can help us where we are today. So it's, bringing us into this moment. One day, 4 children were playing outside at his sweet potato farm in France, where they all hang out and pray together. And a full girl was there among them, and the children were thirsty, so they offered them some homemade apple juice, which contained some pulp, right? And we all know how kids feel about pulp, right? Maybe it's carried over. Maybe we feel the same too. Not always that exciting. And so the little girl didn't like the look of the cloudy juice and refused to drink it. So she ran off to play, but came back after a while and asked for water. And then one of the monks there decided to show her the apple juice again and to urge her to drink it. And she saw that the pulp had settled. You know how that does that? The pulp eventually, settles. Yeah. And the juice now looked clear and delicious to her. And then she asked, is this the same glass or did you get me some new apple juice? And then she joked, was it meditating just like you? Yeah. And he laughed. And let's just say that I am imitating the apple juice when I sit, he replied. So that's how we get closer to our truth. When we sit, when we lay down, when we really settle that cloudy, monkey apple juice, the pulp, the mind, the worrying. So if you know how to sit stably and follow your in and out breath, then after some time, you become peaceful and clear, just like the apple juice. When we focus our mind on our breathing, our mind can settle. And as we know, this is a practice, right? This is something that we can read in the books, but we're not doing it until we do it, right? We can know it intellectually. Oh yeah, the apple juice settles. And then so do I when I meditate. We know, but then we actually have to put into action, into a practice. And I just wanted to bring that up because you guys are all capable of that. And you probably already have that going on with your gentle mornings. But I thought this was really a clear message on like how we can do this. When we focus on our mind and on our breathing, our mind can settle. And our habitual thinking and worries subside, and we can see people and situations more clearly. When we are inside on the outside world, then so we could step out and get a little bit jawed, right? A little bit, whoa, with all the you're now, I'm now. Whole nurture Okay, good, you're back. Or I'm back. I don't know what's happening, but I stopped talking when I saw the thing. But I was just gonna say, like, we're starting. Oh, you are freezing from time to time. Yes. Thank you, Dabney. Yeah, I know, I can see that. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but let's just keep going. And if it gets to be too much, I'll put it on the cellular. But right now, I don't have anyone at home, so I don't know. Yeah, so it's not like, anyway, it looks like I'm okay, right? It's not bad, just letting you know. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I've experienced now is that going out is a wonderful thing. Like my whole spirit is like, yay! Like, you know, they're starting to go back into some kind and some appointments that we weren't able to do and stuff like that, and seeing friends again that were getting vaccinated. And it's such a wonderful thing. It's so positive. I'm going to get vaccinated next week, and then I'll get my second dose on April 15th studio. And then I also want to do an opening. Yeah, so it's really exciting, and to have you guys back here, and just have like a you know, maybe four in-person people to start with who have been vaccinated. That's where I'm headed. So we're headed in the right direction. So that's great. But my point is it could be too fast if we're not inside our heart, right? So I'd really ask you to keep your practice, whatever that means to you, going, you know, twice a day, where you're out in nature or you're sitting in your true nature, and you're able to discern what is yours, your energy, and what is others' energy, right? Because we're about to be around everyone again, right? So you're probably at your truest person, truest spirit right now, because you're kind of not out there too much. So I guess I just want to say is to keep coming back to your source energy right here. Keep coming back here and develop. Oh, I just stopped. I can tell. Oh, moving again. Okay, so to keep your practices up, keep your spiritual practices up, keep coming back. Decipher what's your energy and what's someone else's. It's just, I really just wanted to be on a little bit of a soapbox to just kind of say that today, because then that way, when you're around others, you can be more compassionate with yourself and with others, and know that we're all going back together, and that we're in this together. Yeah. So I think I'll do questions at the end, because then we can turn the video off, or anything that anyone wants to speak to. But why don't we now sit and imagine that story. I hope you heard most of it. And imagine seeing an orange juice, or I really feel like the apple juice is such a great visual. Imagine yourself right now just sitting and becoming more still. You're not forcing it, right? You're not forcing the mind to stop or the worrying to stop. It just can be there, right? You're not going to cut yourself off, right? You're going to keep an opening to what is actually there, and that's very honest. And I want you to imagine right at the base of your tailbone, so right at that first chakra, that there's this tail energy, almost like a hose, and it's going down into the earth. And at the end of the hose, there's an anchor on it, like you're the ship and you're sitting, and down, down, down to the visualize that the anchor is very secure. Yeah, and then as we travel up, so now we have an anchor. We're becoming more grounded as we sit here together. And as we come up to our upper part of the body, our face, our head, our hair, we'll do like a little body scan, and we'll just kind of notice the cheeks, the chin, the jaw, the eyes. Yeah, you're noticing it from the inside out. Yeah, and then you're kind of taking the energy down to the shoulders. You're feeling it through the heart. And then you're taking the energy down, down, down the sides of your waist, your belly, the mid back, the back body, lower back, legs, knees, shins, calf muscles, ankles, toes. So as you sit here, you've got this incredible anchor. You're feeling quite grounded. And as you sit here, can you feel all the people that you kind of have had contact with just today? That can include me. That can include anyone in the class. And if there's been any, it's not a negative energy, it's not even a positive, but if there's anyone in your physical energetic field right now, you can feel that, right? I just want to clear our energy field where it's just us sitting in our own energy field for now. I want you to just see if you can bring those energies down like a PCP pipe or hose, and you're just taking them down. Like, so you're going to drop me down there, right? That's fine. You're just like letting it go, right? Maybe you saw someone in the class and you want to just let them go. Remember, this is not a negative thing. This is just becoming more clear, more our true nature. Maybe it's your child, boop, down the chute. Yeah, maybe it's your partner, boop, down the chute, right? So you're clearing your energy. Maybe you spoke to someone on the phone. Maybe you're worrying about someone, boop, down the chute, right? Again, we're not taking them out of our heart or out of our prayers. We're just becoming more clear. We're having an energetic detox right now. Okay, and you can do this on your own as well, right? So boop, down the chute. So keep going, keep working with that. People come to mind. Notice what happens if it's hard to get someone or whatever it is, your work, boop, down the chute. And now we're going to go up to our crown. So I want you to go above your head. I want you to see the sun up there, the sun of your own heart. It's above your head. So you're seeing this beautiful sun above your head right now. And so you're going to call in the energies that you may have just lost along the way, maybe in the last 24 hours. And you're just going to ask to bring them back in. Remember, there's no negative about this or positive. It's just you are bringing in your own essence, your own true nature, you know, just bringing it in. Maybe you were trying to be heard, no one heard you, so you lost some energy there, right? So you're bringing it back in. But just see yourself bringing back, could be energies in another country. Maybe you spoke to someone and you just kind of lost some power there. So you're calling it all back in, into the sun of your own heart above your head. It's like Vegas. It's like this sun is your jackpot, right? It's your energy jackpot. All right, so now you're going to bring it down from the crown and you are going to fill it up into your own body, into your own aura. So now you're bringing it down into your face, into your eyes, into the back of your head, 360-degree energetic field, down, shoulders, heart. I mean, you are being bathed in golden sun. So it's just abundance all the way down, all the way down. Yeah. Stomach, thighs, knees, shins, feet. Beautiful. Yeah. So, it's just, I mean, feel. How do you feel? Hopefully you've had just a little bit of a change in the way that you're perceiving your body. I think you really were able to take that in. And if not, it just takes practice, and we'll keep doing it. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. Go ahead and bow into your heart and take a moment here to feel an intention that comes to you. Remember, we're still in that new moon energy right now, so it's really potent. Right now, feel perhaps an intention for the next 30 days. Let's feel the vibration of who we are, the sound, and let's send it out into the universe. That incredible intention that you have bathed yourself in. Really great, really auspicious day. I'm so happy that a lot of you guys are here today. It's awesome. Let's take a deep breath in. No. 2 more, deep breath in. No. Deep breath in, deep breath out. As you sit here and you breathe and you notice your breath, do you feel the peaceful energy, the little shift from when you first came online? And the internet is really there because our internet within us is a thing. We couldn't have created the outside if we didn't have it on the inside. So really feeling that internet, spectrum, right? We have that perspective. Really feeling that now, especially after that energetic accident, we really are. How complicated and really how simple we are at the same time. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. Go ahead and keep your gaze nice and soft of runicles. And let's go ahead and come up. I'd love us to come up to all fours, hands and knees. Oh, I like that you were sitting, Shannon. I want to say that. That's what we're going to be doing. I want to give you guys a heads up. I bought some yoga chairs. And if you sign up when we do the in-person classes, we're going to do some chair yoga. It's going to be really fun. I'm so pumped up about it. So just to see her on the chair is pretty cool because we're going to do things like that. Of course, we're still going to move, but I'm pretty excited. All right. So yeah, all fours, hands and knees. So just start how you guys normally start. rounding and arching the spine. I'm just still moving the camera back here to get the full view. So because I'm going to be away from the camera, just so you know, I can really see Aislinn right now. I can really see Cynthia and Shannon. It changes, but if you can't hear me for whatever reason, give me a wave for like a good 30 seconds. Hopefully I look up if it becomes too much. But so rounding and arching. So as you round, you haven't done it before, you're exhaling. And as you arch, you're inhaling. Yeah, so rounding and arching, breathing, connecting with your body, your inner body, that quality within you that I gotta say, we're so unique that no one else has. This is you. So when we do these energy releases, we're not trying to get rid of other people as much as we're trying to feel our own true nature, right? So you're just feeling as we practice, as we move into embodying the physical form, because that's part of our health, right? To embody the physical form, to accept the physical form that we were given and that we're given in every moment is really the remembering of who we are. Right? So we can all go into feelings of feeling stuck. We can all go into not remembering the light that we are. And you're not alone when that happens to you. It happens to me all the time, right? There'll be many times that I'll go offline, just like the Zoom does. And the best thing that I know that I can do is to just recognize when I've gone offline and to not make decisions, to not do anything too important from that space. So our practice teaches us that. It teaches us the difference when we're online and when we're not. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. This is the practice. We could do exhaling and inhaling for the whole time we were together, just this one rounding and arching of the spine, and we would be done with our practice. Okay, so it's the mind that wants to change it up, make it different, make it more than it is. But quite realistically, this could be our practice for the whole hour, right? We're not going to do that. But I want you to be so far gone into your breath, into your feelings, that you don't even really, you notice, but it's just another energy into another pose. That really what we're doing is one big breathing exercise. We can move the knees back, we can move into hip circles. So the advancedness happens, I really don't like levels, but the advancedness happens in the awareness. Like, where's your neck? Where's your breath? Where's your mind? Can you feel your heart beating? Maybe you need to inhale for 5, hold the breath for 3, and then exhale for 5. Maybe you need to count your breaths. Do what you need to do to bring yourself into a meditative movement, place, state of mind. And then take your hips in the other direction if you haven't already. Right? It's a state of mind. It's like we all know that feeling now. We don't have to be at our workplace to be working. We all know that we can work from home now, right? So it's a state of mind. We can be in the kitchen and we can do a presentation to 100 people because you're in your state of mind. And then we'll come all the way down onto our belly. We'll go ahead and stretch the arms way out in front of us. Forehead can come down. And then go ahead and bend your knees, point your toes. Go ahead and flex your feet. Go ahead and point your toes. Go ahead and point and flex, point and flex. Yeah, in through nose, out through mouth. All right, come on up into a child's pose. Press down to come up. Bring your big toes together. Bring something for your forehead so you're up a little bit higher. Block, bolster, blanket, whatever you have. Sit back down for a moment. So we're just stimulating the third eye. If you don't have anything, you can make two fists. Yeah. Nice. Nice, you guys. So you're just taking a moment, how delicious it is to just be in child's pose. Right? This is the being in the human. This is the spaciousness, the expansion. This is the breath. Breathe how you want to live. How do you want to live? Breathe like that. Live like that. Breathe into your back body so that it helps your arms. Amazing. Breathe through the back window of your heart. Amazing. And then we'll come up and we're going to grab some blocks. So 2 blocks or 2 books or whatever you have. Okay, so we're going to come up and we're going to bring these blocks to the inside of our right foot. So we're going to bring our right foot out into this low lunge. You're going to let the right foot go off to the right side. Okay, so it's pointed off to the side. Okay. Can we pulsate? So can you turn your back toes under and lift up your knee? All right, so it's a bit of a thing, right? It's like, oh, all right, how's the hips doing today? So bum way up and then drop the knee down again and then bring it up again, just gentle pulsating. I'm just going to keep my back toes curled under as I do this. So for me, I feel a bit like concrete in these hips, right? So it's important that we oil up our joints. It's important that the pulsating helps the energy, the chi, to flow through. And when we do this, we feel much more connected into the body, and we feel much more connected into our standing positions as well. All right, so go ahead and bring the left knee up again. So you're in this high lunge. Your right toes are off to the right side. We're going to keep the left hand down. I'm going to bring it down a notch. Now this can get wobbly, the left hand. So just be mindful that you're lifting up through that left thigh. Right hand to right hip, right hand up. Twisting, breathing. Move the right wrist around. You can even look down. Breathe in and out through your nose. Ujjayi pranayama. Let the mind settle on the breath. That's where we are. And then drop your left knee down. And just drop the back foot as well. And see if you can come down onto some elbows. Amazing. So chin away from your chest. Yeah. So getting right into a yin position. Eventually we'll looking at bringing back our Wednesday nights for Relax Deeply. I'm going to call it Relax Deeply. We're going to do some more yin again midweek. So it's coming. But for today's class, I just feel like we need to do a little bit of both. I feel like we're needing the yin right now, right? Replenish. We'll do some standing poses, but right now, right here, if you're like me and you're in this human body, this isn't easy just to hang out here. Do your best and try to even out the breath. All right, so maybe you need to count it. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and then go through it again. And we're still going to hang out here. I'm going to drop down a little lower. Just feels like I can, so I'm going to go with it. Keep breathing. Mindfully see where your neck's at. Do some exhales through the mouth. Relax your jaw. All right, come on up. Holy moly, right? And then going back. Try a gentle down dog. Try a gentle one. Curling the toes under. Taking your hips up high. Jazz hands. Press down into your palms. Bend into both knees. Take your sit bones up high. Draw in through your belly. And then one leg at a time. One heel, then the other. One heel, and then the other. Deepen your breath. Deepen your awareness. What's happening in the back of the ankles? Right, so the calf muscles and down past the ankles or around there, that circles back to the lower back. So if we're pretty tight there in the calf muscles and the ankles, we're probably pretty tight in the lower back. So I want you to stretch your legs. Keep taking your sit bones up high. Keep pressing down into your palms. Bend your knees a little bit. Then straighten them up. And then drop down onto your knees. Let's round the spine. Exhale. Inhale, arch. It's just this journey of breath, journey of awareness. Exhale. And inhale. Yeah, enjoy your body. Such a gift. All right, so we got some blocks again, and we're going to bring the left foot forward. I'm going to take it off to the side so the toes are out. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to curl the back toes under. I'm going to pulsate. So lifting up. I like to take my hips up pretty high so that I feel the right thigh lifting, expanding, and then dropping down. So getting that full range of motion. Okay, so still feel that you are planted on the pinky toe of your right foot when you come up. Yeah. Just incorporate the breath the way it feels more natural to you. Sometimes it doesn't feel natural, right? To always be inhaling and exhaling so deeply. But we do want to emulate how we want to live with the breath. All right, so more spacious, more expensive, abundant breath, abundance of energy in all forms. So we'll come up onto that back foot. So we're up pretty high. We're in this high lunge. We're going to take the left hand to the left hip, and you're going to start to open to the left side. So you're in this high lunge. You're going to lift up the left arm, and you can move the left wrist. You can put the right hand down a little notch if you'd like to. Remember to lift up though, because you don't want to put all the eggs in that right hand basket, because we want to lift up as well. Keep breathing. Keep opening your heart to the left side. Be mindful of your neck. Amazing. And we're going to drop down, drop the right knee. All right. So you might want to get into your 5-3-5 breath as we make our way down onto forearms. Okay. Deepen your breath, deepen your awareness. Go to these places that feel tight to you. Unlock them with your beautiful breath, with your intention to the breath. Keep lengthening the breath. Notice over some time, it does feel a little bit more intense, but it's also lessening too at the same time. Notice the areas where it is lessening. Notice that you are also actively stretching your psoas here, which is wonderful for the lower back. All right. So from here, we're going to come up. We're going to change sides. We're going to bring the right foot forward. We're going to take the blocks to either side. And we're going to have the right knee right above the toes. So right knee right above the toes. So you're down pretty low here. Hands are out to the side. They're on your blocks. Your heart is lifted up. If you've been doing a lot of walking or bike riding, it's going to feel restrictive, yeah? So maybe pulsate. Remember, you're lengthening your muscles. You're lengthening the connective tissue, the fascia, right? When you get a massage. And sometimes, like a massage, sometimes we don't know. We go, wow, I didn't know that was tight. Whoa, right? So this is like your self-discovery mode. What's going on? Interlace your fingers, heels of your hands up. You can open up. Chin is lifted. Releasing down. Yeah. And change sides. Okay. So bringing that left foot forward. Having the left knee right above your toes. Opening up through your heart. Bringing the arms up if you'd like. Or you can keep them down for a bit. Watch your neck. You can move into your awareness, see what's happening. Heels of your hands up. And then release it down. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. So curl the back toes. Lift that right knee up. Go ahead and come up. Feet are hips distance apart. Maybe a little wider. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up. Heart coming more forward. Bring some of the weight back to the heels so that you're feeling it there in the backs of the legs. Kneecaps are lifted up. Deeply breathe. And then bend your knees. Draw into your tummy and take your arms out to the side. Lead with your heart. Press down. Reach up high. All the way up high. Exhale, hands beside you. And then turn your palms open for a moment. And just feel how expansive your body is. Front body, back body, spine body, lifting up through the crown, side body. Actually, the side body, I feel, is feeling a little cramped. Maybe I'm projecting. Bring your feet in. Let's stretch it out. Bring the big toes touching, even if the heels don't quite touch. Do that, toes in. Interlace your fingers except for your index, cross your thumbs. Reach your arms up high like you're a pencil. Really reach up high. Breathing, head up high. Yeah, and then just side to side. Very gentle. Side to side. Nice, you guys. Amazing. Keep going. Side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Open out your feet. Open out your arms. Just kind of move into the wrists. Remember when we did this? We do this. Right, moving into the joints of the body. How about the ankles? Sometimes we can do this and be like, oh, this is like, what is this? Like, don't really feel much. Well, go in there. Start feeling, go inside. Right? We have to do it with meaning. Not on autopilot, not on autopilot. Not for your practice. This is a prayer. All right, and then tapping side to side, right? Getting into the lower back, kidneys, adrenals. If you need to close the eyes, do so. This is a meditation. Breathe deeply. Right? We might have someone walk in and look at us and think, God, they're doing nothing. No, we're meditating. It might look like nothing, but it's something. Right? Make it something. That's your devotion. All right, so you're breathing deeply. You're going to come to more of a standstill in the front of your yoga mat. So walking up, coming into Tadasana. I'm going to get my bolster. I'm going to leave my blocks at this end of the yoga mat. We'll flow a little bit. Yeah. So feet are hips distance apart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, come on down. Fold into you. Inhale, lengthen and gaze up. Exhale, fold in. With intention, step back to plank, top of a push-up. I want you to hold it there, but not hold the energy. So lift up your head, chin away from chest, lift up your belly, take your heels back, melt your heart. Nice, straight, strong arms. Breathe. Strong union. Breath, physical, energetic. Heart. Dropping knees, chest and chin, all the way down. Cobra. Up dog. What's it going to be? Elbows in. Downward facing dog. Hips up high. Breathing out through the mouth. Yeah. 2 more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Down firmly into your palms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, but check it out. We're going to lift the right leg up behind us. Now you can start to straighten that left leg. Drop the left heel down and straighten the right leg. You're opening up the hip. You can bend the right knee. You can bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Square off your hips. Drop the foot down. Change sides. Lift up through your left leg. Bend your knee. Discover. Not perform. You're just discovering. Feeling. Expressing. Becoming. Becoming the union of your body, your breath, your heart, your physicality, your energetics. It's all there. Bring the foot down. Bend your knees. Look up to your hands. Walk up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now keep your knees bent. Maybe you have a blanket nearby. Now I'm going to look a little funny because I'm going to kind of stay in the position to get my blanket. I'm going to bring it back and I want to come into a squat. So I'm going to have my toes in and my heels out. I'm going to come into a wider hip distance apart. And I'm going to try to keep my heels down as I drop down into Malasana. And I'm also going to try to keep or have my spine straight. So if you can, toes more in, even though they want to go out like the knees are, toes more in, heels out. You might need 3 blankets for your heels, okay? Maybe use your bolster, right? I want to try to allow for the ankles to stretch, the calf muscles to stretch. See if you could relax your tummy here. Really let your tummy be as it is, like you're letting go, right? Letting go of the left and the right side of the colon as well, right? Breathe into the tailbone. All right, and then fold in, bring your chin in, and then look up, inhale. Hands to prayer position. Breathe in and out through your nose. So as best as you can, the toes are in. I know for me, my toes are out ever so slightly because this is the best I can do right now. Wherever you're at, go with acceptance. So Hatha yoga, we've been learning about the real meaning of it. It's not, what it's not is going so hard that you go out of breath and that you're, kind of going so in one direction. And it's not too easy either, where you're just kind of like, oh, I did nothing. It's real middle path of yoga, which is why I really love it. So go ahead and open up your eyes. Keep your gaze soft. Drop your hands down. Take your arms out to the side. Now, not everyone's going to do this, but if you can, you're going to lead with your heart. Press your feet down and come up. Go ahead and reach up high. You can come off your blanket, bring your feet together again, interlace your fingers, except your index, cross your thumbs behind you, and lift out like a pencil. Inner thighs coming in and side to side. Now, do you have your breath there? In through your nose, out through your nose. In through your nose, out through your nose. Good. All right, so drop your hands down for a moment and just separate your feet hips distance, maybe a little wider. Shake it out. Shake out the legs. And do some shaking, some big shaking. Yeah, really shake like your voice would go if you would be talking. All right, so releasing anything out of the physical body that you don't need. Could be a conversation you had, could be a thought form. All right, let's see what's left. Go ahead and stand tall and just imagine your 2 feet plugging down into the earth. 2 anchors going down to the middle of the earth. And the breath is there. Notice the sensations in your body. The crown lifting. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then just bring up those anchors again, because we're going to start to move all the way up to your feet, hands to heart. Now we're going to bend the knees. I'm going to step out. So I'm going to move my blanket to the side. I'm going to go over, get my blocks. And I'm going to bring the blocks to the outside of the left side of the foot. I'm going to start with warrior 2. So have your back toes in, your heel out. Go ahead and bring the arms up. So last week we were talking about warrior 2 and how you can kind of see where someone's mind is at sometimes in their poses, because the body emulates the mind and the mind emulates the body. So sometimes I see a lot of this, this isn't a judgment, but sometimes I see a lot of this, right? So after that end result, right, really going for the future, right? Sometimes anxiety with that, right? Or, in the past, the what ifs, right? So find a place more. Teach your body the middle way. Teach your body the middle way. Be right in the middle so that the mind will follow, right? It's slow. It's a slow process. That's okay. We're here. Right? More just sinking in. All right. More just being here. Middle way is being present. All right. Dancing warrior. Left arm up. Right palm down. You can bend the front knee. Nice, you guys. Spectacular. I see you. All right. Triangle. So straightening up the front leg. And we're not going to go for this kind of hippie thing. It happens, but we're not going to force it. So we're just kind of here. Shoulders, hips, middle, heart, right? But we've got a straight leg on the left side and we're reaching out. We're going to go where it wants to go. And we're not going to look and be like, oh, I got to go there. No, feel. Oh, how about that? right? So it just kind of happens the way it needs to. So drop down. Sometimes I bring my right hand to my right side of the waist, give it a little drop down motion. And then when you do that, the left side lengthens. Right? Ribs in, breathe into your back body. And then it can be just this opening pose. Such a beautiful position to shine open. Nice, you guys. Yeah, the right hand can stay right here. I see a couple of you guys doing that. Head back. All right. Bend the left knee. I'm going to bring my blocks with me. I'm going to pivot that left foot in and change sides. Blocks to the outside of the foot. Now, this is something. So the breath is there, in and out through the nose. The arms are going to come up. I want to be more in the center, so I'm going to feel the center. The front foot is intersecting the back middle arch. I'm going to be right in the center. So I'm going to feel my right knee going to the right, but I'm also going to plug down through my left foot. I'm also going to plug down through the inner edge of my left foot, inner edge of my right foot. I'm going to see where I'm going, but I'm going to remain centered. Right? So when we're out with our friends, when we're out in our physical form, we're going to enjoy people's company, but we're going to remain in our center. We're going to have so much to offer when we remain in our center with our own thoughts, with our own feelings, with our own unique path. That's what the world needs, more of who we are. And then we're going to straighten up the right leg, left hand down, right arm up. We're going to bend into the right knee. And I'm going to straighten up the right leg. All right, so take a moment. You might need to come in a little bit closer with your feet. Maybe they slipped a bit. Arms are up, legs are straight. Inner thighs rolling in. Find your way. Find your way. Head back, left hip back, left side down, right side lengthening in the legs. So sometimes I'll look down at my legs, make sure that my 2 feet are grounded, inner edges grounded. Head back, belly button in, breathing into the back body. How about this right shoulder? Right shoulder open. So nice, you guys. All right. So from here, we're going to bend the right knee, Padarita Padasvanasana, because it's so healthy to go into a pose that will balance what we just did. So toes are pointed more in, heels are out. I want you to do it the way you want to. For me, I love like the down dog looking Padarita. For whatever reason, I just love it. So you might decide to do this, or you might bring your hands to your ankles. You might bring your hands underneath your shoulders. You might bring your first finger and second finger wrapping your big toes. Take some long, deep breaths here. Settle in, just like the apple juice. Settle in. Find and see your own clarity. Without even thinking about it, rock more forward, bringing the knees down, turning the feet out, frog position, coming down, lengthening out through your spine. Feet are flexed. If you feel like you're arching too much, you'll know it because you're going to feel pain in the lower back. So When I do that, when I feel that, I'll tuck my tail a little bit and I'll bring my bum back to my heels a tad and I'll come up a little higher. And then I'm like, oh goodness, yep, that's it. Once you are there, and you know if you are, find a place where you can remain quite steady, quite balanced with your breathing. You're breathing into your whole body, not just your inner groins. You're breathing into your nervous system, right? You're stimulating the parasympathetic system, which is what happens when we practice yoga. We breathe. Yeah. And then start to bring the toes together, knees a little bit closer. Come into that child's pose again that we explored in the beginning, maybe with one of your blocks, maybe with your bolster, maybe with two fists. Soften your jaw, unclench the jaw. Soften your forehead. Feel the breath moving into your belly. Feel it leaving your body on the exhale. What a gift it is that we have the breath. It's the real barometer for our state of wellness, our mental health. We can really see where we're at, not as a judgment, but as oh, breath is stagnant. Oh, breath is holding. Oh, can I give myself a couple of minutes and just lay down and find the breath? I may not do it perfectly, but just the mere act of noticing that the breath is just kind of, I can regulate myself. Let's go ahead and come up and we'll get our bolster and we'll curl our toes under and we'll bring our bolster to the back body for our heart openers for camel. So you could also have the toes down. That's going to be more challenging. So if you feel like your heart is needing a little bit more forgiveness, you feel like your heart needs a little bit more of a chance to open, have the toes curled under. Notice that my fingers are facing the opposite to my body. So it's just my thumb. If you don't have a bolster, it's okay. Just work with having your hands at your hips and taking your hips forward, elbows in, heart lifted, and voila, that's your pose. And you're breathing into your heart. Elbows in, doing the best you can. Head back, gently though, not just like hanging it back. Yeah. Open the heart. Hips forward. Breathing deeply. Arms are straight. If you're done, you'll know, and then you'll just sit for a bit and you'll come back up again when you can. Right, so we want to do about 3 of these. And you can sit down in the middle. Make it a real prayer, each movement, an invocation to begin again. Right, this is the preciousness or the sacredness would be the better word of who we are, that we allow for the healing to happen in real time. Really, and we drop into such deepness that we start to let go of that false ego about us. Right? We just start to be our more humble nature. So just keep going, take your time. There's no real right way to do it. Struggling is part of it. It's part of life. So remember, if you can, you're doing 3. Once we're done with this, we're moving on to pigeon or any type of hip opener. I would encourage you to take your time. If you're only doing the 2 heart openers, go right into your hip opener, whichever one that will be for you. Breathing into your heart, those of you still with this one. Hips forward, heart up, breathing, shoulders back. So if you know your knees need to rest a little bit, maybe you're on your back for thread the needle. I'm going to start with my right side. You just do what you're doing. Those of you in single pigeon, relax your tummy. Do the 5-3-5 breathing method if you need that right now, if your mind has already gone off to what you're going to do today. It's okay that it did. It probably went off many times, but just the noticing that it did, and then the bringing it back to the task, the breath, the moment. Those of you in single pigeon, start to come into down dog, changing your side. Those of you on your back, maybe just drop down and just feel the body with both feet on the floor for a moment, knees in. Yeah, that's a nice releasing out through the mouth. Yeah, so changing sides, everyone, if you haven't already. Allowing the body to settle like a bottle of apple juice. How good it feels to be grounded and settled in the body. It's kind of a more neutral feeling. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not ecstatic, it's not sad. It's just very neutral. For me, that's more my most happiest times, is finding that place of neutrality, feeling that, and cultivating it a few times in the day. Because life's going to pull us, so it's not going to be like usually it's not an all day thing. And then releasing. Those of you in the double pigeon, go back to down dog for a bit. Join us on the back if you're not already. Those of you on your back already, bring your hands to your quads. And I like to bring my feet in a little closer to my bum and check it out within you. You don't really have to look my way. All I'm doing is pressing my quads away from me, like actively. It might feel like nothing, but it is opening up your sacral. Okay, so heart is slightly lifted, chin is slightly lifted as well. It might be opening up your sacral like a 0.5 millimeter. It might seem like nothing to you to hear that, but the compression of gravity is so great that it's worth everything. So just pull it away, pull it away. I know this one through experience just because of my 5 herniated lower back discs. So I'm very, very sensitive of opening up that area and understanding when it is open. And then just release it there, have your palms open, maybe just kind of stretch out for a moment. What's left? What's left? Like, what does the body need for nourishment? What does it need? I mean, maybe later on you want to do some more mindful stomach strengthening. I don't feel like I want to bring that into it today. I know we did that last time, but we'll do it again. But I feel like let's relax the tummy. Okay, so bring the hand, left hand is over the right, and you're going in a clockwise. Up the right, down the left. Up the right. Is that clockwise? Okay, I don't know. But you're doing up the right, down the left. Up the right, down the left. Really good stimulation of the fire in the belly to digest life, to digest food. Yeah. And then the inner belly, right at the belly button. Up the right, down the left, up the right, down the left. And then what do you need? Is it a twist? Is it one-legged twist? What is it? Lengthening the breath. Lengthening the breath. It's just always there. It's constant. Change sides. Lengthening the breath. Amazing, you guys. So good. Shavasana. Final rest. Try not to skip out on yourself. Lay here for at least a couple of minutes, hopefully the whole time that we're together. Put something over your eyes. Put something over your body. If you know you're skipping out, you might want to just turn off your video now. I love you. Namaste. Otherwise, let's just lay down. I'm going to mute myself so you don't have any feedback. Just really start to let go of the practice. Let go of your effort. So just begin to come back now to your body, to your fingers, to your toes. Notice how it feels to be in your body after experiencing a practice that embodies the breath, the heart, teachings, physicality, energetics. Notice, hopefully noticing you're more in your own center, a place where you can be very clear, where you can make decisions that mean so much to you from that place. Just feeling that, rolling to the right side, and then gently coming up into a comfortable seat. I know for me, when I'm not online, when I'm feeling, and I don't mean the internet, I mean the inside internet, when I'm not feeling so connected, I'm going to do something that helps me connect with that spark, with that essence. Sometimes it's, for me, sometimes it's just cooking lentils. It helps me. But you know what it is for you. Sometimes for me, it's getting away from everybody to feel my own energy and meditate for a moment or for an hour, walking or being with nature. So get to know what your centered safety exit means to you in real time. Get to understand the incredible being that you are and what helps you to ground and to center, because we are about to get out there now a lot more, right? Still gonna need some patience, but just knowing that it's starting to move a little bit now. Deciding what you have really cherished and what's very important to you, and maybe keeping that a little bit more close to your heart. I know for me, a lot of this time I've cherished, and I've also felt it as a hardship too at the same time, was being close to home. So sometimes our greatest gifts are also our greatest challenges. For me, I'd love to keep more of that home energy and to really feel that everything I need is right here, right now, right inside of me. And that same energy is right there inside of you. Not that there's anything wrong with getting out into the world. In fact, it's exhilarating. So let's gently bring our hands to prayer position, gently bow into your heart, offer thanks for your practice, for all your effort today. And let's seal our practice by chanting Om just once. Let's take a deep breath in. No. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste. I'll just turn off the video.